69K to 15K. Do you think sometime in 2023 we could touch the 382 to 618? That would be 35 to 48K PTC. Yes. So that's actually a good point you brought up, that 38.2. I just want to take a quick second. I'll get to your question first. We take this giant range we were in from 60 or from 15 to call it 69, right? We put some fibs on it. The 382 is 35.7. Now, in my mind, the daily PG or the weekly PG, is sitting at 32K. That's where I start to risk off, assuming that this is an uptrend, right? Can we do the 38.2 blow off top and then nuke, right? We do something like this and like that. Absolutely. I'm not necessarily calling again for a full-blown bull market at this time. I think there's a lot of macro overhang that just is uncertainty, right? But at this point in time, I do think that we are still in the quote-unquote echo bubble, although it might have seemed like it kind of ended here and it kind of capitulated here. This, in my mind, is still very reminiscent of 2019. I'll show you guys why. All this price action we had after breaking out from the bottom was really just like consolidation. So while this doesn't look like the cleanest kind of consolidation, but let's zoom it back. So yeah, we had the Bitstamp hack here. And this is kind of where I think we're at, right? So like we're not here anymore. We're kind of in this range. This is the range I think we're playing with. So we made higher highs, we broke some lows, we made a higher high again, and we kind of consolidated. We're doing the final blow off. I am treating this echo bubble similarly to the 2019 echo bubble, just because it shares so many distinct similarities. Like even this 3-day edge to edge is very reminiscent of 2019. So in my mind, do we go to 28K and pause? Do we go to 31K and pause? I don't know, but I do know that my targets right now are kind of this 28 to 32 level. Once all that CME gap, I'm kind of curious to see what happens. I know some good traders are looking at 28Ks as swing shorts. And when I kind of also want to talk about, that 38.2 fib that our buddy Amos mentioned. So one thing I do know is that when Bitcoin trends, and it trends hard, it usually doesn't give people the ability to get in. So one thing I do like to do, and something I've noticed in my journal, is that 38.2 fib retracement tends to be a really good place to get long because a shallow pullback, everyone's looking for some form of mean reversion or looking at the nearest support level where they could flip it. But to me, the 38.2 is what, at 23.8, call it, from the top here. That to me is as good a spot as any if you believe that the trend is up and you're a sideliner waiting to kind of get in. This is the kind of level I'd be looking at. So this 23.8 level, 23.8 level is a 38.2. And again, when we zoomed out, we talked about this 3-day order block here between 23 and 24. We don't want it below that. So, between 24 and 23K, I think that is the ideal re-entry. So 23.8 takes us basically like the point of breakdown on a lot of the stuff. Right, like right here-ish. So 23.8 is probably the key level for me if I was sidelined or I wanted to compound on the trend where I'm looking to bid.